You're watching Momo Beginner Sewing. For further tutorials, please subscribe to us and also ring this bell for further notification in your mailbox. Hey guys, this is Momo and you are watching Momo Beginner Sewing. Today we are making a A-line dress with pleats on it. So we are using a simple A-line pattern which you can grab from dresscraft.com and going to do some variation on it. So let us start with our step 1. As you can see, this is a dress which we are making for our stash. So we are using a stash fabric from it and aligning it with the according to the fabric pattern. You can see it have some puppies on it. So I laid on my 4 pieces, one on each other by facing them in accordance that they will be facing each other in a proper manner. Now I'm going to set up the fabric onto each other because we are making it from the stash, so we need to do it. We are going to fold it from the back side and the front piece which is going to have some pleats. We need to have a little bit larger from the front side because we need to cut out the extra stuff from the armhole area. So I've just laid on my A-line dress, which you can download from the link which is showing above you from dresscraft.com. and if you want multiple sizes, then you can buy it from the craftsy.com. Now just map my pattern on it and just going to do a simple cutting. The first part, which is away from the selvage area, it is our front side, which is going to have a pleats, the top one layer. Now I'm going to remove my extra stuff and you can see that this is my area which is going to fold from the back side by itself. Between them and the front side is going to have a pleat on it. So let me bring my fabric. You can see that I have cut a piece of rectangle. Now I've just put the rectangular piece in a way that it should be. I'm just explaining you because everything is going to be on the ground of sewing machine, but I've just removed the extra stuff. Now what I am cutting, when you download the dresscraft pattern, A-line pattern from dresscraft.com, you will find a back neckline which is going to deploy under the neckline, and it also has a front line as well, but we are not going to attach it over here, but maybe I will do it later on, but right now I'm just explaining you the back side. So this is the thing which you can also download from the pattern pieces, and now I am explaining that you can cut it from the armhole by just mapping it. Now you can see that we are done with our cutting phase. We are starting with this is our A-line piece or front piece and the back piece. We are starting with our sewing process. Well, this is I'm explaining the things to you so you got to know that what we are going to do. Now this is our back piece. This is not our back piece. Basically I'm just going to locate the thing, and this is our pleat, which is going to have on our front side. So this is our front piece. Basically we don't have a deep neck on it. Just going to seam it. It is just a single seam. We're just going to have along with the selvage part. Now I'm just again joining the other end of selvage part to it. I'm not making it so fast for you because this is the main step that we need to explain over here, otherwise it is we are just doing a seam finish line after making a selvage and rectangular piece joining, so it will become a very nice. You can see that it looks like that we are just joining a simple seam along with the rectangle piece. I'm going to mention a rectangular piece width and height. It should be equivalent to the A-line dress, but the width is plays an important and major role over here. So I'm going to tell you a rectangular piece in the description, rectangular piece width in the description box, so you will got to know that how much width I have used. You can see that we are done with our finished seams. Now you can see that we have the look of the after the rectangular piece joining. We have the notch over top on the side. I've just folded, and now I've just folded the other one, and you can see that they are aligned very nicely on each other, as if there is no piece inside there. So I've just joined them, so we didn't lost the point on the top. Now what I am doing, I'm just going to do a single seam. This is a super simple dress. If you know the basic sewing, then you will got to know it is just a design idea which having a pleats. So A-line dress is a super versatile dress, and we are going to tell you a different versions of it, so stay tuned with us. You can see that this is our dress. I'm just removing this extra stuff from here. Now this is our back facing, or you can say a lining piece, which is going to comfort on the neckline. It is necessary for these kind of dress should have. If you want to make it a reversible dress, then you can make it at a full size, and the lining should face the front side as well, so you can make it that way. But I didn't make a full reversible dress, so I've just make which I've just make a lining of it, and just going to do some tweaks on it, and just making a cutting. You can see that I've just cut it out the now I am also cutting my neckline according to the deepness. This is the thing that I have confused in a start, that what is my front and what is my back, because they are hardly understandable what is the front and what is the back due to the I haven't cutting a neck at that time. So you can see that I have just removed it, so I have to do a single seam again over here. You can see that how elegantly I have done it. A very minor 2 or 3 stitches I have done. The single line, repeat in a 90-degree angle, give a 2 or 3 stitch, then again a 90, turn the boot in a 90-degree angle, and then again seam it. This is the front pleat we have done with it. Now what I am doing, I'm just making a lining bodice, which is later on going to attach with the help of understitch with the front side, and then same procedure goes for back side bodice, and I will going to tell you each of it to you. Now I'm going to map this front bodice lining along with the neck and just going to hem it. Then I'm going to hem on the armhole. We have made some notches along with the neck and armhole, and now I'm just reverting back the under stitch part, so we have a clean and sleek look without any fumbleness between both fabric, because under stitch sometimes have the fumbleness and little bit clouded area. So we have just removed it. Now what we are going to do, we are making our back side, which is a little bit tricky over here because we have stash pieces and it is not a simple normal fabric, so it is a little bit tweaked. So make it full concentrated over here, and if you want to make your bag in another way, so you can do it as you wish, as you want. In that way, there is no hard rule that you should follow over here, because we have done with our front side, and you can go ahead as you want. You can see that I have 2 printed pieces and 2 lining pieces, and I'm just making a armhole attachment over here, and just follow the step if you want to do it as I have done it. Now you can see that I have just attached the armhole, and now I have taken my salvage area and going to start it to have a seam on the back side, because we are not attaching any I am seaming the lining from the mid side. I have also done the lining till this point, and now I am going to sew it, the bottom of the lining. So we need at least 3.5 inch unstitched part of the lining and the back side fabric, because we need to do something tweak over here for you guys. You can see that we are making our buttonhole side over here. So what we are going to do, firstly we just need to remove some excess stuff from here. So I have just removed the 0.5 inch. So I have got the proper arrangement that we need to follow this till this point, otherwise we can do it in a extra way. I am removing the extra stuff from the lining as well, the 0.5 inch. Now we are joining our back bodice. I have just taken the shoulder and put it under the A-line dress. Okay, let me explain you in another way, otherwise it is going to little bit difficult for you guys, because understitch it sometimes it is difficult, and it has become for difficult for the stitch person, for the expert person as well, for the difficult for the expert person as well. As you can see, I'm just start with having show you guys a little bit different version of putting the understitch, joining the understitch part, but now I am doing in a different way. So I'm just joining my cut, the big notch which we have just created, and just seaming both the sides. You can see that. You can see that I have just seamed the main area which we have opened, and now I'm going to insert it between the lining and the fabric of the back side, and going to the lining should be attached with the lining and the printed side should be attached with the printed side. Now I'm just covering it and going to seam it. Hope you guys are liking the videos we are making. If you are liking the videos, please share it as well and comment us as well and tell us that what you want from us, the request, anything you want from us. After doing that, we have just seamed our armhole, and then we are just joining the final seam so we can revert it. Just making the extra notches so we can revert it as well. Now I'm just reverting our dress, so you will have a look of our dress. You can see that our front pieces pull out in a very nice way, and the back, now I will make the points should clear, so I will just pointing it out from the inner side. Just a little bit points we need to out from here. Now we are just going to have a finished seam along with our all the understitch part, and then we are going to have a buttonhole on it, and we are just done with it. So we are done with our all the finished seams. You can see over here, and this is our look, an A-line dress with a pleat. Now what we are going to do is we are going to have, you can see our bottom is, it still have a raw edges. I know its raw edges are in fashion, but because it is a baby dress, so we can't give them raw edges. So I'm going to deploy my bi-step strap on the bottom of the side, and we are going to have a lace on the joint part of it. If you want, you can just go ahead with a single seam finish line, which you can find out in our pinafore dresses. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just deploying the bottom strap. You should see that I have deployed the strap in a very easy manner, along with the rectangular part as well, which is now under our pleats. So it gives a very nice and delicate look to it. You can see that, and it make it more taken out from the bottom part. And now if you want, you can do a button on the pleats top, or you can just make a little bow and deploy on it. So this is a cute puppy print fabric, which is not going to destroy now, and we have used it in a very nice manner. Now I am just applying a lace on the joint part of the edge of our dress, and then after we are going to give you a final look of our dress. So we are done with our final thing of dress. So this is our A-line pleated dress, a single pleat which is going to stand out in multiple pleats. So this is a very nice and easy stuff. You can download this pattern from dresscraft.com. Hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe, share and support us. Thank you so much. I hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe to us, like this video and share this video as well. See you soon.